kindly request for your silence. القرآن خلق الإنسان علمه البيان الشمس والقمر بحسبان والنجم والشجر يسجدان والسماء رفعها ووضع الميزان ألا تطغوا في الميزان وأقيموا الوزن بالقسط ولا تخسروا الميزان والأرض وضعها للأنام فيها فاكهة والنخل ذات الأكمام والحب ذو العصف والريحان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان صدق الله العظيم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
عليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته. That's enough. That's enough. Like we said earlier on, time is not our best ally. Therefore, at this moment, you allow me, usher in. Since we are on Masaba land, we cannot forget to have Ru Masaba anthem. Therefore, DJ, yes, let's stand up. Let's stand up for national anthem. Let's humble ourselves and then one. We can take up our seats now.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Can we have some order in the house? Thank you very much. So, the next thing we're having on our agenda are going to be the speeches. And let me take this opportunity to welcome our chairperson, Electoral Commission, the chairperson of the Independent Electoral Commission 2026.
The University Coordinator's Office, the panelists, the moderators, the candidates, the committed and independent Electoral Commission commissioners, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Kisa Alex, the chairperson of the Independent Electoral Commission 2026. So today, we are here for this wonderful moment. We are here for this wonderful exercise. We are here to ensure that our candidates are prepared for these particular elections. Firstly, I want to appreciate all of you for this stand up in high numbers, and also appreciate you for getting yourselves involved in this electoral process. But also, I also want to congratulate you on reaching this milestone that we have reached. Our program started with the applications from different applicants. We reached in for the nominations of these particular applicants. Those applicants went in for shura, or they went in for vetting, and by God's will, we now have these individuals as our candidates for the guild elections. So today we are here for the presidential debate, which is very, very important. It is important for us to understand the individuals that are going to represent us as our student leaders. So the essence of us having a debate is for you to have a platform to get to know the people that you're going to vote as your leaders. Are they going to represent the issues that you think need to be addressed, or they are not going to represent? I know that maybe some of us get to choose these candidates from such moments. So today is not a day of campaigns. It is not a political rally. It is just a contest of brains. The brains to see who has the better manifesto for the university. So I want to call upon all of you to give us the most maximum attention for us to be able to listen to your candidates. Now, in the pre-debate briefing that we had with your candidates, we managed to agree on some things, and they know very well what we require in this particular debate. We agreed that in this particular debate, we are not here to rally, we are not here to campaign. We agreed that in case of any hooliganism, in case you have any Vruzela with you behind there, just know that we have enough security to work on you. You're going to be incarcerated, and at the end of it all, you'll be able to pay for your own crime that you'll have committed. Now, to 5 p.m., we shall have our elections. To 5 p.m., we shall have our elections ongoing. And as usual, it's going to be online voting. So get ready, get yourselves mobilized. Let's vote. Let's choose candidates basing on the manifestos that they are actually going to deliver to us today. I also said that leadership normally comes from God, but God helps those who help themselves. So candidates, go and mobilize your people to be able to vote you in large numbers such that you be declared on the simple majority. Now, to the Students' Congress, please, the Electoral Commission is there for all great battle. It's a battle of who has the best great battle. It's a battle of who has the best manifesto. I remain Kisa Alex, the Chairperson, Independent Electoral Commission 2026. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Thank you so much, our dearest Chairperson, Isi. I know you're excited and I know you very much want to hear from your aspirants. But as we get closer to that, given we are not on time and we have really wasted a lot of time, let's take this opportunity to welcome the communication from the coordinator's office.
Alhamdulillah wa sallallahu ala Sayyidina Muhammad al-Mustafa sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
The table of the panelists, the Chairman Electoral Commission and your team, the Office of the University Coordinator, the candidate and the students fraternity, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Once again, I want to take this opportunity to welcome you in this presidential debate. We are behind schedule, and therefore I will not wish to extend my remarks. The only request I have is let's maintain calm and allow our candidates to present their manifesto. From there, you make an informed decision on Saturday of whom you wish to be your next guild president. I also request you that when you are rejoicing, we don't stop you, but do it with kindness, that you allow others to listen to the remarks of the candidates. I'm only requesting you to be calm, and please let's be disciplined. As the chairman said, we do not expect vuvuzela inside here. And still after the presidential debate, we expect you now to internalize the manifestos and make your decisions on Saturday. I wish you a nice deliberation. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Thank you, our dear coordinator, for that wonderful message. So moving to the next item on our agenda, we are going to have the opening remarks from our panelists. But before we move to that, can we really have some order in this room? It doesn't make sense for them to be speaking and you're making noise.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم أما بعد السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. All praises and thanks be to Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful, May his endless peace and blessings be bestowed upon our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Today, we welcome you to this presidential debate. We have 4 candidates. Iuiu decides. We want to hear the voices of our candidates. We want to hear their manifestos. The panel of the moderators, on my extreme right is Mr. Osuje Karim. Let me request him to say salam.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
We also have Alhaj Abdul Salam Chinobe Ali, the country director, Salam Charity.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa
For those of you who don't know me, I'm Dr. Jagend Abdul Samad, Deputy Director, Research, Publication, and Innovation. The following are the guidelines for today's debate, today's presidential debate. Every candidate is going to be given 5 minutes to summarize your manifesto and give opening remarks. After that, you will be cross-examined by the panel of moderators. After that, you are going to be given a chance to cross-examine each other, the candidates. And then finally, we are going to give the audience, because this is the electorate that you're going to serve. So they will be given a chance to ask you questions. So brace yourselves. Now, this is very important. Each candidate, for every question, you are given 2 minutes. After 1 minute elapses, you will be given a warning bell to remind you to sum up. No one will be allowed to speak for more than 2 minutes after your opening statement. Thank you so much. I want to invite Alhaj Abdul Salam Chinobe to take us through the next session. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Jagenda. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I'm not certain that people at the back are with us. And I would request the Electoral Commission to kindly handle that so that they don't interrupt what is taking place here. Because according to what we are listening or what we are hearing from behind, they are on a different planet. Maybe for us we are on planet Earth, but for them they are somewhere else, either Mars or any other planet. So, kindly, we can give you like 1 to 2 minutes so that you handle the situation. As we are waiting for that side to settle down, allow me, first of all, appreciate the university. As during our years, it wasn't there. And what was there, it was just a simple campaigning moment after the nomination. It would be known only, it would be known by only a few university students. But it is a good initiative that right now, whatever is taking place here is being watched by millions of people, those within and outside. It means the university administration is doing a great job. Then, to the candidates, thanks for being bold to come out and being ready to represent or to lead your colleagues. We expect a lot from you, good enough, you passed through Shura, as I know the norms of the Islamic University in Uganda, and you were the best out of them. Therefore, right now, whoever will go through, I'm quite sure that you will have the best representation of the students' leadership. Now, we are starting, but we are starting with the Lady Vice. Lady Vice, who is willing to start, to be the first one to go to the podium? By DJ, by show of hand, who is willing to go first on the podium? Okay, again, who is willing to debate first? So, since you all want to debate first, you're going to pick numbers, and whoever is going to pick number one will go first to the podium. So help them. And the guild presidential candidates, the same. Whoever is going to pick number one will debate first. But I would request that people at the back kindly maintain that little silence. Thank you.
Can we have some silence in the room, please? Let's have some silence in the room.
To pick for you. The agents can pick for you. Number one, you just stand and go to the podium. Electoral Commission, do we have a timekeeper there? Electoral Commission, please come and take this seat. Timekeeper, with your watch. They are given 5 minutes starting now. Wait. First, wait a moment. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to first start up and first decide. Ladies and gentlemen, a simple request. Even if you don't support someone, kindly don't boo that person. Kindly don't boo that person. Give her time to finish, or give him time to finish. Also, a moment. Even if you support the person on the podium, listen to that person, to what he's telling us. Thank you. Please, you have the podium. You have the floor.
The office of the university coordinator, the moderators, the chairperson EC and his commission, the guild president and the guild leadership at large, the students of the mighty University of Islamic University in Uganda, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Navzale Adia, a student in year. My name is Navzale Adia, a student in year 2 from the Faculty of Education, pursuing bachelor's degree in science education, biology, computer studies. I am an aspirant on the position of Lady Vice President for Iuiu Main Campus for the academic year 2026-2027. I am a leader who believes that leadership is not only about authority, but ability to deliver. I am especially the female students, since I am their representative. On the issue of welfare, we have a lot of demanding need in the field of hygiene and sanitation in our hostels, our toilets, and our bathrooms. When you go to, for example, a case in point, Rahma Hostel, there is a lot that has to be done about the drainage system of the sewage. That's in order for the students' welfare and the hygiene to be in good place, because in order for us to achieve academic excellence, we need a very conducive environment for us. Another issue about welfare still, the challenge of pass outs. We are limited with the issue of the time for approving pass outs. Yet there are certain moments when a lady gets an emergency past midday and she needs to go out, and she has to over and over explain to the wardens in order to be allowed to move out. So I will request the administration to at least adjust the time frame for approving pass outs to at least 4 p.m. When it comes to health, our university students are facing a very big challenge with rampant UTIs, and that is all because of the poor hygiene and sanitation in the toilets and bathrooms. And yet when we are sick with UTIs, when you go to the sick bay, most of the times the drugs are not there. So I believe in mitigation, or what we call prevention is better than cure. By improving sanitation, we shall be moving towards a better healthy environment, hence better health of students, and therefore a very conducive environment for the females and all students at large. Security. Our female students are facing very high risks of theft in hostels like Abu Bakr and even Sumaya.
1 minute.
Therefore, the first concern about security is we are having very poor fencing system. The iron sheets are very, very prone to being invaded by intruders, and also the CCTV cameras have only been put in some hostels and others do not have. Therefore, if you entrust me with all that, with your mandate, I plan to work with the administration to make sure that those and more of points are handled and addressed. Thank you. I remain Nabzale Adia, the best candidate for the role.
Amina, you have the floor.
Thank you so much for the opportunity granted. Allow me to take this opportunity to recognize the panel, my fellow candidates, and the students' body at large. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله ثم الصلاة والسلام على رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. My name is Iuiu Amina, an aspirant for the position of Lady Vice President, Iuiu government. Leadership is not about titles. It's not about ruling, but it's about action. It's about service and commitment to the as an aspirant for the position of Lady Vice President Iuiu government, I pledge with the support of the school administration, the officers of the custodians and the wardens to at least try to solve some of the problems that we the ladies are facing. Some of the problems that I pledge to solve, if granted the power to be the Lady Vice President of the Islamic University in Uganda, main campus include: the first one is about women empowerment. It's not just talking about it, but what really is women empowerment? Women need to be empowered. We here not because we just study, but we also deserve. We also need to be educated. Okay, we need skills that will help us outside campus, because sometimes the university paper that we get is not enough. The jobs outside there are very scarce, and therefore we need some skills that will help us to at least start maybe businesses. So if granted power, I will use maybe the associations like the Women Affairs League to at least empower women by promoting their skills. The second one is majorly and the most important one, the students' welfare. We the ladies have a lot of challenges regarding the welfare. First of it all is the issue of health. When we are inside our hostels and also outside our hostel, we give to the school administration what they have tried to play their part. If you enter the toilet, we thank them. They have renovated, they have improved, but there is still need for some other stuff that silence, please. Like when you go to the toilets in the hostels, they are not that favorable. Maybe sometimes they may clean the toilets, but the detergents that are being used may not kill some of the germs that may cause the UTI. And if granted power to be the Lady President of the Islamic University in Uganda, I would request the school administration to at least provide us with the jig that will help the cleaners to use, because at least jig can kill germs for some period. And also to be cleaning the toilets at least 3 times in a day, because health is silence, please. Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for listening to me, and have a blessed afternoon.
Thank you. The agents, please speak and receive. Number 1, please take the podium. Go to the podium. Yes, and now,
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. The Office of the University Coordinator, the Independent Electoral Commission, the panelists and the moderator of this presidential debate. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Kale Mahmoud, a third-year law student who is not here not just as a presidential candidate, but I'm here as a servant leader to students. I stand before you tonight to ask for your mandate to seek for your support and to request for your votes as your next Guild President, inshallah. I am dedicated to make sure that I fulfill my 5-point manifesto, which are in line with students' interests. I'm very aware about all we pass through as Iuiu students, and that's why I'm going to hint on the following points. One is about improvement in the students' welfare and academic improvements. Dear colleagues, once you entrust me with your mandate, I'll make sure that we improve on our welfare by renovating our hostels, by making sure that sports and games are well improved, by also advocating. I'll make sure that we have fair academic policies. The 60% education policy should be debated upon to say that we fit the students' interests. And make sure that our libraries and science laboratories we lobby for the advanced and modern science laboratories, where our science students can be easily access the laboratories for their research. Transparency and accountability. Dear colleagues, I want to urge to you that the Iuiu government of 2026, we are going to be answerable to students by making sure that our budget of 2026 is passed in line with the students' interests. Thirdly, is about unity and students' representation. I'll make sure that as a Guild President, we bridge the gap between the interfaculties, where all the students across faculties are considered as one students of this mighty university. Students' representation. I'll make sure that your voice is heard, your matters are raised, your concerns are addressed, the administration responds towards your concerns. That's what the Guild President should advocate for. Lastly, empowerment and opportunities and career skills development. I want to assure to you, dear colleagues, that once you give me your mandate, I'll make sure that I lobby for you the internal and external programs which can make our academic policy to be exposed. We need internships. We need to have career expos. We need to have culture galas. We need to promote talents. We need to give chance to every student of this university. As a Guild President, I want to assure that once you give me your mandate, I'll make sure that every society, every community, every talent, and every skill is being promoted through my leadership. As I conclude, I want to ask for your support. Kindly stand with me. Vote for me as your next Guild President, colleagues. I remain committed for serving you, students, to make sure that
Salam ala Rasulillah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. The coordinator's office, the panelists, the staff members, the office of the electoral commission, the students committee, the audience, and my fellow candidates, good afternoon. My name is Ranga Abubakar. a student from the Faculty of Education, pursuing a bachelor's degree in science education. I'm a major of physics and chemistry. I stand right in front here for the cause of this girlship campaign, whereby as a student, I noticed that we as students, we have issues that are concerning us, but these issues are not our problems. These issues are as a result of the incapable leaders we send into power. So as a student who noticed these problems, I said no, I have to stand up. And then I came up with my manifesto, which has several issues. First of all, we have what we call poor service provision in Islamic University in Uganda, whereby we pay functional fees, we pay medical fees, but then we are not given the rights we are supposed to get. We are deprived of our services. The medical services are not right, yet we pay medical fees. The other issue is about what we call disunity in the university. In Islamic University in Uganda, for a long period of time, we have disunity, which is actually faculty-based.
Can we have some order in the house, please? The instructions were very clear. As much as you do not support a candidate, don't boo them. Can we have some order? Can we have some order in the house? Those at the back, can we have some order? How are I supposed to listen if you're making noise? If you don't keep quiet, we are not going to proceed from this step.
Thank you so much. I was talking about the problem of poor service provision, whereby I come with a solution which is called instant service provision to the students' fraternity. For so long, for many governments, they have been talking to the offices, liaising with the administration, but that takes so long. So as a presidential candidate, I come with instant service provision. Then I also want to be a pioneer of something we call the Guild Hardship Fund. This hardship fund is not only going to help us, the students, but it's going to help the entire students' fraternity. Because when you look at the 60% balance policy and the 0% balance policy, whereby students are stopped from sitting exams because they have not completed their tuition, I come with this Guild Hardship Fund, which will help to lend students money to top up for their fees, those who have small balances. Because I believe if I want to have a balance of 50,000 shillings, you cannot sit for an exam in Islamic University in Uganda. I come with the Guild Hardship Fund to at least help reduce the number of dropouts we have in Islamic University in Uganda. The other is what we call low involvement of students in technical activities, whereby at Islamic University in Uganda, we only focus on talents that are football-based, netball-based, and basketball-based. There's no provision for people who can debate. There is no provision for people who can quiz, and there is also no provision for people who can do public speaking. So I come up with the innovativeness that I'm going to bring up competition between faculties, and this is also going to help to unite these faculties. Another problem we have in Islamic University in Uganda, we have what we call lack of transparency. Lack of transparency and accountability in the governments that serve the students, whereby you find that we send leaders to serve us, they get comfortable, then they don't give us what they are supposed to give us. So as a leader, I come with what we call accountability, that I will be able to put out roundouts in the halls of residence, in the classrooms, to at least come and check on the situation of the students. Also accountability, because we are going to give what we call the transparency, the transparency policy, whereby we shall put up sheets to show that the budget we put up and the money we were given and how it was spent. Because so many people believe that people in the government actually use their money. But for instance, we find that sometimes we are given few cash which cannot be able to solve our problems. So as a leader who is here to serve the students, as a leader who has been through this problem, I know that we are supposed to give transparency and accountability to the students such that they gain trust in the students' body and also they gain trust in the administration. I also come with something called what we call the bridging of the gap between the administration and the students' fraternity, whereby we are going to at least put up congruences between the administration and the students, whereby the students will be able to talk to the administration, tell them their problems, because sometimes the top administrators, they don't know the problems we have as the students. But right now, as a leader, I come with something that's going to help you as a student. As a leader, I'm going to bring something that's going to help you as a student to at least bridge the gap, to talk to the rector himself, to talk to the vice rector, to talk to the bursar, and to ask him why he has put the 50,000 shillings as a late fee. Yet we all pay the fees later. So, thank you so much. Ranga Bakar is my name. I come here as a leader who is going to serve you, a leader who is going to serve with dignity, responsibility, and faith based on the rules and regulations of Islamic University in Uganda. Thank you so much.
Welcome. Okay, a moment. Now, listen. We are going to finish it like this. Hello? Listen. Ladies, nurse, listen. We are. Who can control somewhere? There. Electrocoming, control there and there. Is there and there, control. Ladies, you people. Ladies, Abasawo. What is it, guys? Now, let's do this. Listen. People at the back, listen. You are given 2 minutes only. Supporters of Kale, say something.
Hey. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
You see, leave them. We still have time. Leave them. Okay. Now. Mwalimu, what is it, man? Listen.
Supporters of Abu Bakr only. You have your 2 minutes.
Your time is up. Your time is up. Your time is up.
Ruanga now.
Okay, now 2 minutes to Luanga supporters as well.
Ruanga.
Do you need more time? Do you need more time?
Now it means you are now exhausted. Therefore, listen. Therefore, kindly give us some maximum silence. We've seen your support. We've heard whatever you've said. Therefore, it is high time. Give us some minutes. Thank you. Okay. It is our time now.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.
Alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa
Now
barakatuh.
we are starting with the lady vice president. We are going to ask her a few questions and they will be responding. I will begin. I'm going to ask one question to both of you.
I once served as a class counselor who went to represent my school in UNSA at the district. I was also the chairperson UNSA.
Detail to us your credentials. You are very credentials. It's the same question. We want to know what you have in your store for us.
Thank you so much for that question. According to me, I have been a leader of ladies. I have been the head girl at Nakaloke Secondary School. I have been the Women Affairs Secretary of Eastern Region, and currently I'm still the Women Affairs Secretary of Eastern Region under the Muslim Students Association of Uganda. So, the answer is simple: to serve the interest of the ladies and also collecting the serving the interest of the ladies by collecting their views to find out what really is hurting them.
Oh, thank you very much. I have one more question for you.
Yes.
The position of the guild president overshadows.
They deserve a voice which has to be heard. They deserve a voice which has to be heard. And they also have challenges that they face, and they need someone who have to represent them and have a voice to support all of them.
What would you tell somebody who says, even somebody will say the guild president is enough to represent even the ladies? So
No, the guild president is not enough to represent the ladies because
Madam Nabuzale. Yes, tell us that this position is not symbolic. All right? What is the specific role of the lady vice?
This position is not symbolic, provided the leader that is elected as the lady vice is an active leader who does not just sit in office, but acts to represent the ladies, to advocate for the rights of the female students, and I, if entrusted as the Lady Vice President, I plan to engage the female students, actively engage them in activities of the university, conduct conferences that educate women about social life, mental health, conduct radio talk shows that are going to nurture confidence among the female students, conduct interhostel debates between female students to make them feel engaged and involved in the constitution and the government of Iuiu.
Okay. Madam Nabuzale Adia. Have you been around for this outgoing, to witness the outgoing cabinet? Have you been around?
Yes, sir.
Do you know the outgoing Lady Vice?
Yes, sir.
And the whole cabinet?
The whole cabinet of Iuiu?
No, I'm just talking that you've been following what is happening. Okay? Now tell us, what do you think the outgoing cabinet has failed to work upon, has failed in their administration, that you, as the Lady Vice, you will start with? More so, where the outgoing Lady Vice has failed, and that you can, as you Nabuzare, can work upon it.
Okay, maybe to be clear, the outgoing Lady Vice has not failed as per se. She has served in her capabilities, but there are areas that I cited that she did not handle that I plan to handle if entrusted as the Lady Vice. One of them is being on ground to listen to the concerns of the female students. And I plan to handle that by providing a book that will be in different female hostels where they will write down their concerns such that we have the simplicity of knowing which concerns are in which hostel and then find best solutions. And also by actively engaging female students, that means I'll be with them, I'll be on ground, therefore I'll be knowing exactly what is going on amongst them. That is how I plan to handle that specific area.
Give the microphone to Amina.
Yes.
Same question. Where do you think the outgoing Lady Vice has failed that for you, you will fix?
Okay, thank you so much for that question. I may not say that she failed, but at least I give her credit. She has tried her level best. She has tried what she could, but...
So, therefore, you will just follow her footsteps?
No,
or?
But there are some other issues that she has failed to handle. One of it is she has not always been there available for the ladies to consult. With the ladies always, and you don't find her, and that challenge seems very urgent and you may need support and help at that time. So it becomes very hard for you to access her. Always be available to receive the complaints of the ladies and see how to handle with the support and help of the custodians and the wardens and also the school administration.
Lastly from me, before we go to doctor, do you know Nabuzare?
Yes, I know her.
Very well. Somehow.
Yeah.
This is a challenging question, but bear with me, because as panelists, we want to hear from you. In case you were not contesting against her, why would you vote for her? Why would you, not wouldn't you, why would you vote for her in case you were not contesting against her?
Okay, thank you so much for that tricky question. If I was not contesting with her, since I know Nabzale Adia, partially not very well, I would vote for her basing on the principles that she has. She just can't do some, has her own principles that she follows, and she can't do something far away from the principles.
Give her the microphone. Adia. Salam.
Alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Mbe.
Ndembe.
Otiena.
Ndiyo mlai na Otiena.
Ndiyo mulai. Now, you know Aminata. Aminata. Mwene. Amite. Now, Nabuzale. If you were not contesting against her, and you were not on the same ballot paper, why would you vote for her?
If I was not contesting with her, I would vote for her because stepping up in the first place to stand for such a big position is not for the weak.
But she would be contesting with others who also decided to stand up. Therefore, why her? If you were the one to vote for her, why? Or you wouldn't?
So if she was with others, I would vote for her basing on how she's performing better than the others.
Ma'asalam.
Okay, I think the ladies, you can take your seats. My question goes to candidate Kale Mohamud. I have two questions. My first question is, in the English Premier League, which team do you support? Which team do you support in the English Premier League?
Manchester United.
Manchester United?
Yes.
Okay. Now, what makes you think, okay, this is a different question. What makes you think that you are better than your opponent?
I thank you, sir. What makes me think that I'm better than my opponent is based on my 5-point manifesto, which I'm going to work for the students.
That is it?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Let's go to candidate Luanga. Thank you for keeping time. Candidate Luanga.
Yes, please.
Which team do you support in the English Premier League?
Manchester United.
Huh?
Manchester United.
Manchester United. So you both support the same team?
Yes.
Okay. Luanga, what makes you think you are better than Kale? Or you are better to be a president and not Kale?
Thank you so much. I think I'm the best candidate because as a student, I lived through these problems. Because I'm a resident student, I know what it means to wake up without water, go to the health care when there's no medical care, and also have this unity within faculties. So I sat down, I got answers to these questions. That's why I think I'm the most capable candidate.
Okay. Okay. Again, to candidate Kale. I understand you do the Bachelor's of Law. Is that true?
Yes, sir.
LLB as a course can be so demanding.
How do you intend to strike a balance between books and student leadership?
Basing on the leadership experience I have, it's not my first time to contest and to be a leader. But to balance academics and students' leadership is by to make sure that I respect my timetable during the time of classes, I attend the lectures, and during time for office, I attend to students.
Okay. Candidate Luanga,
Yes, please.
education is so demanding.
Yeah, definitely.
How do you intend to strike a balance between the course and students' leadership?
Thank you so much. At this point, I've been a leader in my...
However, most ladies kindly behave. Gentlemen, be the examples. Let's listen. Okay.